If you ask anyone what the future of cars looks like, they will most likely say electric, with Tesla at the forefront of the movement. But what if we told you there was another option that might be just as good, if not better, than battery electric cars? Here is another interesting question. What if you could power cars with the universe's most abundant resource, and then the only byproduct was water? They are also more likely to cause an upheaval in the auto industry than electric vehicles such as Tesla's. Despite lots of promise which hydrogen fuel cells have, the Tesla CEO Elon Musk calls the hydrogen fuel cells full cells and mind-bogglingly stupid, despite it becoming a major threat for battery electric vehicles, as he is not a fan of the hydrogen fuel cells. In today's video, we will be talking about the new hydrogen Tesla and the newly established superiority between hydrogen fuel and battery electric vehicles. So stay tuned to the end of the video, you do not want to miss out on anything. Quickly hit the like button and subscribe to the Tech World channel. Also, turn on your notifications for this channel for our constant video updates on Elon Musk's new technologies. Let's get started. We will be starting with some definitions. Electric vehicles such as Teslas or battery electric vehicles, BEVs, and the electric motor, which most of us are much familiar with today, are powered by a battery that stores electricity, while a hydrogen fuel cell electric vehicle, or FCEV, such as the Toyota Mirai, generates electricity through the combination of hydrogen and oxygen, which then powers the car's electric motor. Tesla is in control of over half of the zero-emissions market in the United States. It, however, only accounts for just 2% of the total car market in the country. Consumers do not switch to battery electric vehicles due to some pressing primary reasons such as long recharging times, range anxiety, and cost. The refilling time for vehicles that use hydrogen fuel cells is quite short, as it takes them only about 5 minutes to refill, and they also have a longer driving range of about 300 miles on one hydrogen tank. Vehicles with hydrogen fuel cells have the upper hand over battery electric vehicles when it comes to recharging. In 15 minutes, a Tesla can charge from 30% to 50% with a supercharging station. It will, however, take up to an hour and even more for the Tesla to be fully charged. This is not so for hydrogen fuel cells, as they do not need to be recharged, as a hydrogen gas station is just like any other gas station today, and they can refill the hydrogen tank, taking even less than 5 minutes. This is majorly because hydrogen fuel cell vehicles do not store electricity just as batteries do. Instead, they generate it to power their electric motor. Once again, hydrogen fuel cell vehicles appear to be on top of the battery electric vehicles when talking about range. The range of the 3 hydrogen fuel cell vehicles down the road averages 312 miles, 360 miles, and 380 miles respectively. The average range of the battery electric vehicles, however, is less than 250 miles, even though some models of Tesla have a range of over 300 miles. Those models cannot be purchased by ordinary car customers, as it is generally beyond their reach. The breakthrough for electric mobility will come through hydrogen fuel cell vehicles, according to 78% of the auto executives. The manufacture of hydrogen fuel cell vehicles has greatly increased by automakers. For instance, Toyota has boosted its production capabilities by tenfold in order to have the price of these vehicles brought down. However, the lack of infrastructure has so far proven a great barrier for the hydrogen fuel cells. California has the bulk of hydrogen gas stations in the United States, while fuel cell owners can access just over 40. For hydrogen fuel cell vehicles to deliver the breakthrough which the automotive executives expect, a large network of hydrogen stations is required. This is currently being worked on. Tesla will be up against a strong fight even when fuel cell vehicles have gained traction. They will have to boost their car range, lower the cost, and also the recharging time. Due to the law of diminishing returns, however, Teslas and other battery electric vehicles would face great difficulty doing this as they are limited. They would need to put a larger battery if they must increase the range of the cars. Installing a larger battery would make the car heavier, and the heavier the car gets, the less range it will travel. When it comes to the hydrogen fuel cell vehicles, it is just a numbers game, as more hydrogen gas stations mean more automobiles, and more automobiles means more fuel cards that are more affordable. Tesla has a 60% share of the zero-emissions automobile market in the United States. This, however, represents only 2% of the total United States automobile market. These numbers drop even more when we move to the global automobile market. Aside from infrastructure, there is nothing holding the FCEVs back, and Tesla stands to lose its monopoly in the zero-emissions market if hydrogen stations become more common. The same technology, which is labeled bogglingly stupid, is rising as a strong competitor for the same customers after which Tesla is running. As part of efforts to promote green hydrogen, a converted version of Tesla Model Y was recently displayed in Germany. Those involved in the project referred to the crossover as a hyper-hybrid. Using one to highlight something has a huge advantage, as Teslas are the most popular electric vehicles in the world. That notwithstanding, using the Tesla brand to promote is highly questionable. Elon Musk, the well-known Tesla CEO, is a force against hydrogen, majorly because of its lack of efficiency when compared to battery electric vehicles. The Model Y is one of the most efficient electric vehicles in the market in its unmodified configuration, so converting to a hydrogen vehicle would only make it less efficient and less fit for use in the environment. Ultimately, the goal is to develop and promote as much as possible the best, most efficient, and vehicles which are friendly to the environment. The goal, however, seems not to be pursued in converting the highly efficient Model Y to a car which has a synthetic methanol engine. In addition, the project uses a Tesla vehicle to get the attention of the public towards hydrogen, which is nothing other than a bad judgment, as people may see it. Regardless, Elon Musk seems not to stand alone in his skepticism about the application of hydrogen in automobiles. The CEO of Volkswagen Group, Herbert Diess, has stated earlier in February this year that the green hydrogen should not be used in automobiles. Elon and Herbert are two top personalities and, as well, the heads of two top corporations that wield great power and influence. However, not everyone in the automobile industry agrees with their opinion. The hydrogen fuel cell vehicles have been developed by Toyota and Hyundai, while other small manufacturers like Riversimple are also involved in the development of hydrogen fuel cell vehicles. The BMW Group has also announced that it would begin testing of hydrogen fuel cell vehicles in June. The fact that many businesses are already working on the hydrogen fuel cell options shows the enormous potential the technology has. When recently asked in an interview with CNBC TV about the debate between hydrogen fuel cell vehicles and battery electric vehicles, the CEO of Daimler Trucks, Martin Daum, stated, "We go for both because both make sense." He believed that the key to success was maintaining a state of equilibrium. Martin Daum's remarks on hydrogen fuel cells stated that possibly they could one day find a place in heavier modes of transportation that travel long distances. Martin Daum's view has a great possibility of coming true, as Coradia Lint, for example, is described as the world's first passenger train powered by hydrogen fuel cell, and it was developed by the European transport giant Alstom. In the aviation sector, ZeroAvia plans hydrogen electric flights between London and Rotterdam in 2024. In 2021, JCB announced they would be developing an excavator that would be powered by hydrogen fuel cells. The company stated that the vehicle weighs 20 tons and has been tested for a year now, having its exhaust waste as only water. However, the United States government has raised some obstacles to the adoption of hydrogen-powered vehicles, stating that the general supply of hydrogen cannot yet support the fast spread of this technology. With companies like Tesla at the forefront of the team of battery electric vehicles, the battle for the technology of automobiles in the 21st century would be a tough one for hydrogen fuel cell vehicles. However, watch out for the next big thing for hydrogen fuel cell vehicles in the automobile industry. What do you think about this news? Do you think that adopting the hydrogen fuel cell vehicles is the right move at the moment? Do you think Elon Musk will come to embrace FCVs in the future? Let us know in the comment section. That's all for today. Thank you for watching, and see you soon.